Hey everybody, thank you for joining me again for another Wednesday workout. Today we are going for a yoga inspired session, so a little bit lighter than a couple of the workouts that we've done. Hope you enjoy it. All you need is a yoga mat. It looks like I'm having some connection issues here, so hopefully that sorts itself out. Hello Lindsay, hello Stacy, thank you for tuning in, you guys. And everybody who's joining me, welcome. We are going to have a quick sip of water. Oops, I forgot that, but that's okay. I think we'll be okay today. And just give a couple more minutes to get started here. For those of you who haven't joined me for these, I'm trying to do a live Wednesday workout for you every week. It has been at varying times. Figured we'd try it out at 8 o'clock tonight, and hopefully I can get a few more of you tuned in. But we are starting with our yoga-inspired workout. So, to get us started, let's get to the top of the mat and we'll get right into it. We're going to start standing at the top of your mat. We're just going to do a couple of nice sun salutations to get started. Again, this is yoga inspired. I am not a yoga teacher, but I have practiced a whole bunch on my own, and I am a certified fitness instructor. So, let's go for it. We're going to start with our sun salutations. Nice deep breath, breathing in, arms up. Exhale, coming right down into forward fold. I'm going to lift up halfway. Back down, and we're going to step right out, starting out really gently. Drop to those knees. And press up to down dog. We can pedal the feet here a little bit. Step in. All the way up. Going again, folding in half, halfway up, back down. Step it out. This time we're going to drop to the knees, lower the chest right down, lift up to, and looking straight ahead, back down. Tuck those toes, press to your down dog. Step it up, all the way to the top. Deep breath in. Exhale, bringing your hands through. Let's do a couple of more. Reach way up. Nice forward fold. Step it back. If you're feeling strong enough, you can lower and flip your toes. Press right in to up dog. If this is too much, stick with the smaller version. Tuck those toes to down dog. Step it up and all the way to the top. Exhale, pull the hands through. Okay, again, one more. Palms touch at the top, forward fold. Step it back. Feel free to drop to the knees if you need to. Keep those elbows in, lower down slow. Lift the chest. It can be small or bigger if you're comfortable with that. Tuck your toes, press back to your down dog. I'm going to step it up to the top. And come all the way up. Again, bringing your hands through. Okay, from here, if you have some water, feel free to have a sip. I've got 3 different flows planned for us tonight, so we're going to work through it together. Starting with a little bit of Warrior 1 and Warrior 2, some lunges and some stretches. So again, once you've had your water, meet me back up at the top of the mat here. And we'll go again, starting with a nice deep breath. So breathing in, arms come up. Let's exhale, bringing those hands right through center. Drop the shoulders, keep your core strong. Breathe in again. Exhale right through. And take it up, palms touch. We're going to come into our forward fold. Step back with your right leg. To start, we're going to drop the knee and just open up the chest, pressing those hips forward. Couple of breaths here. Good, take it forward. If you can, we're going to pop right up now and bring the arms way up to our nice long lunge, Warrior 1. Breathing in, up, and bend, and up, and bend. We are going to be incorporating a little bit of strength work here. So try to make sure your front heel stays planted. One more. This time as we bend that front knee, we're going to pivot, drop the arms down, hold it here, adding some arms. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale, nice big reach and stretch. Exhale down. Couple more, breathing in. And breathing out. One more time. Good. Lift that up. And down. We're going to pivot to the front. Again, drop the hands, drop that knee. And let's do another chest opener here. And this time we're going to press back, straighten the front leg, stay and breathe. You just want slight tension in the back of the leg. Continue your breathing. I want you to bring both hands now onto the inside of your foot. Bring your weight forward and just press into that hip stretch. All right, tuck that toe and place your hands on either side. Step up to forward fold, coming all the way to the top with a nice deep breath. Exhale through. And a couple more breaths and we'll repeat on the other side. Breathing in. Exhale, hands through. And again, breathing in. Exhale through. Good. Palms touch, forward fold coming up here. Drop right into your fold. This time our left foot steps back. We'll start by dropping down to the knee and opening up the chest. Press the hips forward here. Couple of breaths. And hands can come forward. Tuck that back toe. I'm going to pop right up into our nice strong lunge. Breathe in, lift the arms. All right, working into the right leg here now. Straighten it up. Inhale and exhale, breathing through, making sure that the front heel stays planted. We're going to do two more. Straighten all the way and bend. Work within a range that feels comfortable and safe for you. We're going to bend and open it right up here now. All right, from here, holding our nice strong lunge position. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale up. And exhale back. And again, a couple more times. One more. Good, let's pivot back to the front. We can come down, drop that knee and open it up again. Pressing the hips forward, keeping the hands wide, shoulders down. Now we're going to bring those hands onto the inside and just press the hips forward. If you're comfortable here, you can try to come down a little bit lower and deepen into that stretch. Keep breathing through the movement. Good. All right, let's press back and get into that hamstring. Hips back. Good. Bringing your weight forward now. Tuck the back toe. Hands can come on either side. I'm going to step back to the top of the mat. Inhale all the way up to the top. Breathing in. And exhale through. If you are enjoying this, please share with your friends. Comment below and let me know what you think. A couple more breaths. Exhale through, drop those shoulders, trying to relax. And we're going to move on to our next flow. So now is another chance for you to grab a quick sip of water if you feel like you need it. If you're good, you don't need to worry about that. We're still starting at the top of the mat, and a couple of more breaths before we move on. So feet again are shoulder width apart. Drop those shoulders, keep your core engaged. Inhale, arms up. We're moving into our plank, down dog, and some hip openers here. So inhale, arms up, breathe in. Exhale, pull through. Going again, breathing in, up. Exhale through. Last time, palms touch. Forward fold. This time, we're going to step back, both feet, one at a time, into our plank position. We want your hands to be directly underneath your shoulders. Keep your core strong. Tighten up those legs if you can. From here, pressing into down dog. Try to press down into your fingertips to take some pressure off of the wrists. And just work within the range that feels good for you. If you need to bend your knees slightly, you can always do that. If you can, let's pedal those heels a little bit more, stretching the back of the legs. And now transitioning back to plank. Strong legs, bring it forward, breathe in. Exhale, press back. Breathe in forward. And exhale back. Trying to move with your breath, breathing in. And exhale back. One more time, forward. And back. This time we're going to hold this position. And lift up a right leg. Breathing in and lift. If you can, I want you to take your knee and bend it. And allow that foot to fall over. Opening the hip. Stay and breathe. Strong arms, pressing those fingertips down. Straighten that leg back up now. Breathe in. And as we exhale, pull the knee right through. We're coming down to our pigeon. Do take care of your knees here. If you have yoga blocks, you could definitely use them for this if that is something that you prefer to use. So from our pigeon here, we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall. Couple of breaths. You should feel this through the hip into your inner thighs. Good, come on, right down and relax now. Just resting your head down onto your hands. If you want to try to keep your hips relatively square, just do the best that you can and work within the flexibility that you have. The more that you practice this, the more flexible you will get. A couple more breaths. Stretching into the hip. Good. Now we're going to come back up, sitting nice and tall. Let's do 3 more breaths here. At this point, if you do have the flexibility and you wanted to reach for this foot, you can reach for your foot. If that's too much, just don't do it. Keep breathing. Good, hands to the floor. Tuck the back toe, lift back to plank, and to our down dog. Pedaling our feet again once more. Try to press the hips up, pressing your shoulders and chest down towards the floor. Keep your neck neutral. Fingertips putting pressure into the ground. All right, a little bit from here, moving back to our plank. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And forward, breathing in. Exhale back. 2 more, breathing in, forward. Exhale back, hips up, heels down. Again, forward. Last time, pressing it back, hold it here. You're going to find your nice strong down dog position. And this time our left leg is going to lift. So on your next inhale, lifting that leg nice and high, and then allow it to bend and fall behind slightly, keeping that upper body nice and strong. Keep breathing, keep pressing those hands down into the ground. We're opening the hip. Okay, now straighten out that leg again. Inhale and exhale, pull right through, coming down to pigeon on this side. We're going to start by sitting up nice and tall. Again, trying to keep the hips square. If you have blocks, you can use blocks. A couple of nice breaths, trying to sink into that stretch. I hope you are enjoying this so far. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit loosened up, getting a little bit of work at the same time. All right, from here now, coming down, resting the head down onto your hands. Try to keep your hips square, and a few breaths. Bringing it back up to seated nice and tall. Really sinking into the stretch. Always paying attention to how your joints are feeling. If there's ever any pain and you need to move out of a position, do so carefully. Never force yourself into anything that doesn't feel good. We want our stretches to be slight tension and not painful. All right, again, so if you can and you have the flexibility, feel free to reach for this back foot. If that's way too much, don't do it. All right, and so palms pressed down about shoulder width apart. We're going to tuck that back toe, lift up, back to our plank. And to down dog. Pedal out the feet. And a couple more times, transitioning to plank. And down dog. And our plank. Down dog. And we're going to either jump or step up to the top of the mat. Come all the way up. Nice deep breath, bring those hands through. All right, thank you everybody who's sticking with me for this. We have one more to go through. We're going to come right down onto the mat here, working through some child's pose, cat-cow, and camel movements. So grab that sip of water if you like, and we're going to come right down to the mat here. For your child's pose, you can do it in whatever way is comfortable for you, whether that is knees together, knees slightly apart. Just find the position that feels the best. For me, I like to keep the knees a little bit wide. It allows me to get my chest down closer to the ground. So we're going to reach those hands forward, relax your head and neck, and really try to reach as long as possible, reaching those hands forward, and then press the chest and shoulders down into the ground. And breathe. And from here, walk both hands over to one side of your mat. Really lean into that stretch. You should feel a nice pull all along this side of the body. Breathing through. Good. Slowly walking through center now over to the other side. Same thing. Lean into that stretch. Nice, smooth breath. And slowly walking back to the center. And try to just reach those fingertips a little further forward if you can and press into it. Breathing here. I'm going to take one arm now and thread it right underneath. Lean into that shoulder. You can relax your head right down. If you press your shoulder into the ground and pull away, you will find you get a nice deeper stretch into that upper back. Try to keep your head and your neck relaxed. Good, switch. We're going to go same thing on the other side, so thread that arm under. And dig that shoulder down into the ground. Pull against gently. Keep breathing. Down. Back to center. Okay, moving into some cat-cow stretches. We're going to start by just coming onto the elbows and the knees. You can bring your knees directly underneath the hips. Going round back. Inhale, look up, breathe in. Exhale, rounding out. Inhale, looking up. This time as we round out, I want you to pull yourself up to the hands. Just resetting that position. Get your hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Nice and strong here. And we want to put pressure into the fingertips so that it takes some of the pressure off of your wrists. So now rounding out, look between the knees. Inhale, looking up. Round it out. Inhale, looking up. One more time, round it out. And we're going to roll right up. Reach those arms up and then bring your hands around into the small of your back. We're going to go into our camel stretch. So again, knees are directly underneath your hips. Pull the shoulders back. And it's easier, make this small to start. You don't want to overdo it here. Be careful with this movement. If you can, really pull the chest open. Breathe into the stretch and lean back gently. If you're comfortable, you can reach down for the heels. And trying to open up through the shoulders, opening up through the chest. Keep breathing into it. At any point, if you need to come out, just do so slowly. And we're going to roll it back up. And just come to child's for a couple of breaths. Relaxing here before we go into another camel. I'm going to show you a couple more variations. All right, coming up now, roll it up just a little bit at a time as we come up to the top, and this time we're going to reach the arms way up, leaning back slightly. Again, be careful with this. If this is too much, you can always put your hands back behind your hips and stay with our first one. Breathe and stretch. Taking care of the neck, taking care of your back, work within what feels good to you. Alright, just back straight here again. Let's do a breath right here, breathing in, arms up. Exhale through. We're going to reach it back, bring those arms right over. Bringing one to the heel and one reaching overhead. Good, let's windmill back up to the top. Nice deep breath, arms up. Exhale through. We'll reach it up again, and this time, other side. Reach for one foot, and other arm reaches over. All right, windmill it back up to the top. Coming back down into our child's pose. And stay and breathe. All right, coming back to the hands, we're going to tuck those toes. Press up into your forward fold. And slowly roll yourself all the way up to the top, making sure the head is the last thing to get up. And we are going to finish there today. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope it felt good for you. please leave me any comments or questions below, and I promise to get back to you. If there's ever anything that you would like to see in future Wednesday workouts, please let me know, and I will do my best to accommodate. I hope you have the most wonderful evening. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.